I've always been haunted by the question, what if the greatest crime isn't violence, but the theft of sorrow? Brave New World isn't fiction, it's a cold case file on a future that's already arriving. Huxley saw the ultimate crime, enslaving humanity with a smile. Let me tell you what happened. The hum is the first thing you notice. Not a sound, really. More like a feeling. A low, constant vibration that lives inside your bones, underneath the music, underneath the laughter, underneath everything. It comes from the paving stones. They vibrate with a gentle, rhythmic pulse, tuned to a frequency that makes your jaw relax, your shoulders drop, your lips curl into a smile you didn't authorize. You breathe it in. The air smells of clean metal and fresh linen, and something else. Something sweet. A chemical sweetness that coats the back of your throat like honey. You're in the Central London Hatchery and Conditioning Centre. It is the year 632 after Ford. And you have never been happier in your entire life. That's the first red flag. The first clue that something is deeply, catastrophically wrong. Because real happiness doesn't hum. It doesn't come from the floor. You walk past the fertilization room. Rows of women in white coats, their faces placid, their hands steady, as they decant human eggs into bottles. Not wombs. Bottles. The bottles spin on racks, hundreds of them, each one a tiny universe. They call it the Bokanovsky process. One egg, you watch it, one single egg is shocked into dividing. It splits. And splits again. And again. Out of that one egg, 96 identical human beings will be born. 96 twins. 96 identical futures. The women don't flinch. They don't look at each other. They just move, like machines building machines. And the bottles spin. 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 The heat in the room is tropical, a wet, dense warmth that sticks your shirt to your skin. It's deliberate. Heat for growth. They are baking people. And you can smell the blood. It's faint, a metallic tang under the sterilizer, but it's there. The blood of the mothers who aren't needed anymore. You look at one of the bottles. A tiny hand, no bigger than a fingernail, presses against the glass. It's not a person yet. They say it isn't. But it presses. Against the glass. What presses back? They sort them by class. You can tell by the smell. The gammas and deltas, they get the alcohol in their blood surrogate. Stunted. Dull-eyed. They smell of sour milk and damp cloth. The alphas and betas, they get the pure oxygen and the hormones. They smell of ozone and fresh rain. They are tall. They are confident. They are born knowing they are better. And they are born knowing they are happy about it. Each caste is conditioned in the Neo-Pavlovian rooms. You stand outside the door for the beta children. You hear the buzz of an electric shock, followed by a high, thin wail. Then a voice, calm, mechanical, books. Books are dangerous. Flowers are pretty. Flowers are your friends. The children learn to loathe the printed word. They learn to love the scent of a rose. They learn to recoil from a solitary thought. They learn to need the crowd. You watch them at recess, 100 identical 8-year-olds, all in gray shorts, all holding hands, all singing the same song about how many people are in the world and how wonderful that is. They don't play. They synchronize. You want to scream at them to run. To break the circle. To be alone for just 1 second. But they can't. The conditioning is deeper than bone. It's in the marrow. And the one who breaks the circle, the one who wants to be alone, that one doesn't exist. That one is a design flaw. Then there is the drug. Soma. You see it everywhere. A little white tablet, like an aspirin. A man on the street, finely dressed, alpha plus, he stubs his toe on a curb. His face twists in pain for a fraction of a second. Then he reaches into his pocket. Swallows a tablet. His eyes go soft. His mouth opens in a loose, wet smile. The pain is gone. Not healed. Gone. He is on a soma holiday. He stands there, swaying, in the middle of the sidewalk, while people step around him like he's a piece of furniture. He is having a wonderful time. He can't feel his toe. He can't feel the cold. He can't feel the fact that his mother was a bottle and his father was a government directive. He just feels the warmth. The hum. The smile. And you realize the horror isn't the pain. The horror is that no one is ever in pain. They have solved suffering. They have solved sadness. They have solved the ache of being alive. And in doing so, they have solved the thing that makes you you. The cost of a perfect day is a perfect soul. And then you meet him. John. John the Savage. He is not from the world state. He is from the reservation. A place where people are still born from women. Where they still feel the sun burn and the cold bite. Where they read Shakespeare. Where they know what love is. And what loss is. You see him when they bring him to London. He is a mess. His skin is scarred. His hands are calloused. He smells of wood smoke and sweat. He stands in the middle of a gleaming white room, and he looks at the alphas and betas with their perfect skin and their perfect smiles, and he doesn't see heaven. He sees a graveyard. They take him to the Feelies. A movie where you can feel the fabric of the actors' clothes, taste their food, smell their perfume. The audience moans with synthetic pleasure. John sits in the dark. His knuckles are white on the armrest. He is sweating. He is the only person in the room who knows the difference between a real kiss and a simulated one. And it is destroying him. He falls in love with Lenina. You watch her. She is a beta minus. Beautiful. Empty. She offers him soma. She offers him sex without consequence. She offers him a life without a single hard question. And he screams at her. He screams, "I want to be God," and she doesn't understand. She offers him a tablet. He throws it out the window. She cries. Not because she is hurt. Because she is confused. She has no framework for his rage. His passion is a foreign language to her. He wants to be miserable. He wants to suffer for love. He wants to feel the knife twist. And she cannot comprehend a world where that is desirable. So she calls for help. And they come for him. The final scene is in the lighthouse. John has exiled himself. He lives alone, whipping himself with a knotted rope. You can hear the crack of it on his back. He wants to purify himself. He wants to feel something real, even if it's agony. But they find him. The helicopters land. The cameras roll. The crowd gathers, not to help him, not to save him, but to watch. They stand in a circle, their faces bright, their soma-ready hands clapping. They think it's a show. A new kind of feeli. John stumbles back. He is bleeding. He is weeping. He is screaming Shakespeare at them, poetry they don't understand, and they laugh. They laugh because it's loud. They laugh because he's different. They laugh because they are happy. He looks at them. The perfect people. The happy people. The ones who have never known a moment of genuine sorrow. And he knows he cannot beat them. He cannot reason with them. He cannot make them understand. So he hangs himself. In the morning, they find him, swinging from the rafters. The crowd is gone. The cameras are gone. The only sound is the wind. And the hum. Still there. Coming up through the floor. The happy, perfect, humming floor. And you look at the body. The twisted rope. The blue face. The hands that wanted to feel everything, even the pain. And you think about the bottles spinning. The children holding hands. The man smiling on the sidewalk. You think about a world that has solved every problem except the one that matters. The one that asks, what is a life worth if you never have to fight for it? The hum is still in your bones. And you realize the most terrifying thing of all. You are starting to miss it. You are starting to wonder if John was right. Or if he was just a fool who didn't understand how good it could be. You reach into your pocket. Your fingers touch a small, white tablet. You didn't even notice you picked it up. It's smooth. It's warm. The hum gets louder.